Hi, Geography. It's Mrs. A. I'm going to talk about our geography final. And basically, we're not going to take a paper and pencil test for the final. I could have made a test that went over the entire school year. We talked about culture and Africa and Europe and Russia and Oceania and decided not to. What we're going to be doing instead is we're going to be creating a book. And it's your chance for a pretty open-ended method of telling me this is what you've learned this school year in geography. And the book appears to be really complicated to make, but it's not. It actually is, if you take your time and spend your time on it, it's actually pretty basic to make. So what I'm going to just show you right now is what the book looks like, and then you're going to be getting two packets that you're going to use to kind of help you plan your book. What's it going to look like? What are you going to include? What kind of information you're going to do before I actually give you the pieces to make the book, because everybody only kind of gets one set of things to make the book. So I want to make sure you're well planned and well thought out before I actually give you the pieces. So the book that we're making is called a museum book, and it looks like this. So from the front, it looks pretty flat, pretty basic. Here's the back. So it looks just like your kind of average book. But it's called a museum book for a reason, obviously, because inside this book is actually 4 rooms. So I'm going to open it up, and it's a major pop-up book. I know, I'm sure you're all oohing and awing. I wish I was there to hear it. It's a major pop-up book. If you want to see it from the top view here, it's pretty amazing. So if you can look, you can see the 4 rooms there, that it has 4 rooms. That's why it's called a museum book. So it's pretty cool. And basically what you're going to be doing is you are going to be creating a room. So here we have, this was actually done last year when I still taught ancient civilizations, but here is an example of a room. Every room has a floor here, and then every room has a room or walls to the room. So you can see the 2 walls right here. And basically what you have to do is on your walls, you put visuals and information, a title. This is this little kind of pop out kind of cool thing here. And then on the floors, you put what you learned about that topic. Okay? And you can see she has one on Egypt, China, and as you kind of spin around, Greece, and then the last one is on Rome. But all together, these 4 rooms make up this museum book. And then it's cool because then you can flatten it down. Boom, it flattens down to this perfectly travel little project here. So this is what we're going to be making. I'm not going to give you any of these supplies, covers, or anything like that, because what you're going to do first is go through the 2 packets you're going to get. The first packet that you're going to get looks like this. It's a museum book planner, and it pretty much walks you through this whole process. And I want to make sure you read this start to finish. This top paragraph explains the book that I just showed you. It is your final grade for geography. It's a large portion of your grade. I believe it's over, I want to say 78 points. Yeah, 78 points. So this is a big deal, especially in geography where we don't have a ton of points because we meet every other day. So this is how you're going to plan your museum book. And even though there's only 4 rooms, I'm giving you some choice here. So if you look on here, it says choose 4. You can do a room on maps, a room on culture, a room on Africa, Europe and Russia, Oceania, or current events. So you choose 4 out of those 6. Whichever areas you think you learn the most in and you want to talk to me about, you would choose those 4. When you choose your 4, you write them right down here. Room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4. Now, we have a due date here on the bottom. My museum book is due. It's either going to be due June 6th or 7th, one of the last days of school, depending on when I see you It's based on the hour schedule. I'm not exactly sure how they're doing every other day. It might be June 5th or 6th. I will get back to you on the due date, but we are going to work on it in class the entire time from here to the end of the year. Okay, we're going to be working on it in class. Inside this packet explains how to add text to your book, where you can get pictures for your book, and special things you can add. Read this packet. It will help a ton. Once you think, okay, I've got it, I understand, I'm making a museum book. It has 4 rooms. The 4 rooms all have to do with stuff we've studied this year in geography. I've picked my 4 rooms. I'm ready to go. Then you'll go to packet number 2. And packet number 2 is kind of your rough draft, your planner. Again, you'll write your 4 rooms right here. Due date is 5th, 6th, or 7th. I will nail that down for you soon. And then you go inside, and each room has 2 pages. Okay? So for each room, up at the top, you'll put room number 1. Let's say you're doing Oceania. You'd put Oceania. This is where you're going to write a rough draft of what you are going to say about Oceania. And typically I require at least a paragraph of writing, so you want at least 5 sentences. Down here is a spot for illustrations. This is not where you're actually going to draw them, just kind of you're going to list what pictures you're going to try to find. And then this page right here, you actually plan out the layout of your room. Where are you going to put your title? Where are you going to put your pictures? What are you going to put on your floor? This is a planning page, and there's a set of pages for all 4 of your rooms. You will not get the materials to make this until this is finished. And the longer this takes you, the longer it takes to get your materials, and we're working on this every day in class. Eventually that last week of school, if you're not done with your final, you have to stay after school. That's the way it goes. So you want to do this right away. So being that today is Wednesday, I would say we definitely want to see, I want to see this. If you're done by Friday, awesome. And then I will also check it again next Wednesday, because I don't see you guys Tuesday, I see you on Wednesday. So this Friday, the 25th, or next Wednesday, which I don't even know what the date is next Wednesday. Let me see. The 30th. Wow, the 30th. Because then you want to get your final stuff, and then you have 2 full class days to work on the final before it's due. Okay? So, all you got to do today, read through this, make sure you understand what you have to do, and then start working on your rough draft. We aren't, definitely not at this stage yet. We will be soon. I would get this done ASAP, as soon as possible. The quicker you get this done, the quicker you get the supplies to make this. Okay? Awesome. We'll see you soon, guys. Bye.